Hi, everybody. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. A week from today, about this time, you'll be writing your exam. A reminder to those, if there is a conflict, that the exam will be later on that day in the afternoon. Message me if you're confused about that, but I will put up some notices. Just want to go over your culminating task, which can be found in Unit 5. There are 3 steps to it, and all you really need to do is scroll through and follow the success criteria. I don't think there's that much confusing. So let's just start with activity 1. So the first thing you have to do is create an annotated bibliography, okay? It talks to you what an anthology is here. It's a collection of selected writings by various authors, usually in the same literary form or same period, although in this case that's not necessarily true. And you will create an anthology that expresses your understanding of the theme of identity. Okay, so a lot of what we've done already has touched upon identity. Definitely all of your novels have, as well as a couple of your articles. I can think of the BuzzFeed article from Unit 1 in particular that is based on the formation of identity and ethnic representation and the role that pop culture plays in that. So if you're confused about what identity is, here's a primer on it that you can read through, and I would suggest you do, because you should always read this and watch this little crash course on Batman and identity. It's fun and cute and easy to do. And then, it gives you this kind of discussion that you can engage or not, okay? So now it gets into what you need to do for your actual assignment. As a culminating activity, you will create an anthology to the theme of identity. You need to choose 5 different texts, mixture of fiction and nonfiction, so you make sure you know what that means, and a variety of different media, okay? And I would say, based on this criteria, you should only have, if you're going to choose material from this course, only choose 1 text from this material. So you need to find 4 new ones from the internet, from other sources. They don't all have to be written. They don't have to be poetry. They don't have to be essays. They don't have to be stories. They need to be a mixture of those things. Essays, short stories, poems, podcast episodes. You could get into movies and documentaries as well if you really want to. And then it goes through a Google search that you can look at on your own. I'm going to run out of time anyway, so I'm just going to fast forward through all this, okay, and give you some additional sources to look at if you don't know where to look. And then it tells you how to write it. And the 3 main parts: you need to summarize, you need to assess, and then you need to reflect. So this is for each one of the 5 sources. And then you need to do it in MLA format, which has been true throughout. And then, look, they give you a criteria, which you should be looking at every single time. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Look at all of them, make sure yours matches it, and then access the rubric, because this is how you're going to be graded. And a lot of people in this class oftentimes say, "Sir, I did such good work. Why is my mark low?" And I say, well, you need to follow the rubric. Okay, so that's the first part of that. I may have to do 2 parts to this video. Then when you get to activity 2, when you get to the analysis, what they're asking you to do is, of those 5, you selected at least 5 different texts. In this activity, you will expand on 2 of these selections. So now you don't need to choose 5, just pick the 2 that you want to focus in on, okay? And these are 2 posts that you're going to make, and it tells you exactly what to do here and how to analyze them, okay? And how to write a draft on this, okay? The peer editing part is, again, this is your discussion question, and you are going to post it in the discussion area, okay? And you can revise based on what people say. Sometimes people don't post quickly enough. That's fine. And then you are supposed to record this for your final task. So this leads directly to your final task, okay? And your final task, set out in activity 3, is to create an anthology. And what they suggest you use is Google Sites, Weebly, Yola, or Wix. Most people I know have used Weebly with the best effect, and it's the easiest to kind of get involved with. That's what I would suggest. And so all 5 of your entries are going to have links there, and they kind of talk about one. I might even post an exemplar for you. And then again, make sure that you're following the success criteria and that you access this rubric to know exactly. And then talk